Welcome back to Season 2 of the Spider's Web Podcast. The Spider's Web Podcast weaves together humor and knowledge into bite-sized episodes. I'm joined every week by the Soul Vacation, and I'm Spider Theory. Let's get started. Welcome back to Season 2. Hello.
And
How are you?
welcome back. Damn. I will say that I loved season 1. I loved the topics and just hearing different stories, and we are happy to weave together stories, comedy, history to tell you about the interesting intricacies of life.
So, I don't know if you saw on TikTok in the past couple of weeks, there was this trend going around, and it was this idea that if you approach a woman with your hand closed and you try to hand her something, she automatically thinks it's a bug, especially if you're a man, right? Specifically if you are male. And so people would try this. They were filming themselves go up to their moms, their sisters, their whoever, family members, all female, and with a closed fist going to hand them something. And sure enough, every time the ladies freaked out. You know, they got uncomfortable. They assumed it was a bug. They said, "What is it?" They were very suspicious of what was in their hands. They assumed it was a bug or something bad. Got me thinking about the nature of men and women, and when it comes to giving and receiving, and how as women we are conditioned to think if something is being given to us, especially from a man, that there is something attached to it, a trick of some kind. And maybe not a trick, but it's like, what does he get out of it? He isn't giving me something without him wanting something out of it. So what is that thing? There's got to be something. And that's why when you come to us with a closed fist to hand us something, we will not trust you.
And you assume it's a prank. You assume it's
that you want to hurt us in some way.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly. And that there's something that he's going to get out of it, whether it's a joke, it's to laugh at you, or it's to hurt you. And I don't think this extends to the closed fist. I do think this applies to how we generally, as women, feel like receiving, especially from men. Like if men try to give us compliments out in the world, I'm suspicious always. Men just don't ever want to just give you compliments.
Right. It's not a genuine thing.
Yeah.
You assume
I don't believe you.
Or even if it's not if they're just having a friendly conversation, how many times do you assume, like, are they trying to scam me? Like,
yes,
what is
they
this
want
situation?
Something.
Yeah.
And it extends, that's like an everyday kind of occurrence, but it goes to things that are even more serious too. Like you talk about scamming, but also in public, like if a man wants to offer us help in any way, or
Can we talk about that for a second?
Mm-hmm.
Do you find that men go out of their way to help you with things?
Sometimes, and I am suspicious, especially if I'm not in need of help. And I obviously, I have been helped by men when I'm in genuine need, and they didn't get anything out of it. When I used to live in a different city, I drove into the city that I live now to look for a job, and my car broke down while I was up here. It broke down at a gas station, and it was right next to a mechanic shop, and one of the guys walked over while I was struggling with my car. He looked at it, he evaluated what he could do to it for free, for nothing, so I could get home. I didn't have anybody up here. Dad was far away, but he genuinely came over and he helped me, and he was very kind, and he just left, and he just saw me in trouble. And so there are good people.
Situations like that. Yeah.
This isn't about whether you are or not one of those men that has ulterior motives. This is about how women in general have been conditioned to not receive openly because we think you want something out of it. And that's what I need men who are listening to understand.
And also, I just wanted to bring that perspective of also men going out of their way to help women, because I don't think men go out of their way to help men, because it's something that my partner has noticed. He's like, why do all these old men do things for you? Like, we were flying even the other day, and I didn't pick up my own luggage. Some old man, older than me, and I'm a bigger, not a bigger lady, but I'm a tall
Physically
lady.
capable.
I'm
Yes.
physically capable, and I am, bigger than most men. And so this little tiny guy smaller than me was helping me with my luggage without me even asking. Like, I didn't ask for help, I wasn't struggling, and he just jumped into that situation. And so having a partner who is doesn't have the world stop to lift things for them, he's very
Mhm.
like, oh wow, he notices that that is going on.
Yeah. Well, and even in that situation, I wonder, and obviously I don't know, but you described that this man was smaller than you.
Yeah.
It serves his ego to try to be strong and help you. So in a way,
I
even
see,
him
I
helping
see.
you, that's what he's getting out of it. And maybe
Yeah.
not. Maybe he's not. I don't know. But
Maybe he just
from
wanted the plane to go and he was like, let's
he's like,
hurry it
hurry
up.
up. Yeah. I understand. Oh yeah. If he's just a man of efficiency, I can understand that.
Yeah.
But this is
I
the thing. It's like whether or not your motivation does have an ulterior motive to it. This is what we as women, and this is what this trend
Mhm.
showed me. We as women assume anything that you're coming at us with, as far as trying to give us something, a compliment, a gift, anything, hitting on us. There's something that you fucking want out of it, and it's scary. That one's a tough
Yeah.
one.
It was I never wore that dress to the farmer's market again.
When men give you compliments on something and you're like, I'm never wearing this again.
Yes.
But when women give you compliments on something, you're like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that
This
and
old lady.
seriously,
That's why I love getting compliments from women. They don't fucking want anything from you. This old lady stopped me in the Whole Foods and she's like,
yes.
honey, where did you get your dress? And it was actually
Love,
multiple dresses I had put on top of one another.
love,
And
love,
that's probably
love.
why. And I was like, this one's from the here. They were all secondhand. I was like, this one's from here. This one's from here. This one's from here. She's like, you got them secondhand? And I was like, yeah. She was like, never, promise me, you'll never ever get rid of these dresses. And honestly, they're not even my favorite dresses, but I promised her, so I'm not gonna. I
I
was like, okay.
love that.
Yes. That's why, yeah, ladies,
And
old
same
ladies giving me compliments, highest form
yes.
of compliment.
Same thing in that purple dress. And what's
Oh,
crazy is
yeah.
it is a cheap cotton purple dress that I got when I was 16
Mhm.
from Cato's.
Oh, you're
And it
kidding.
never
Do you
fit
have it?
me.
Can you show it to me?
I do, yeah, I'll go grab it.
Oh my god.
It never fit me like
Until
it fits
now.
me now
Ooh, do you love
because
that?
Cato's is a bit
It's for
is for
women.
mature women, and
Yes.
I
'Cause
just
you
got my
yeah.
mature woman body, 3 months ago when I turned
Happy birthday.
yeah. Okay, let me go grab it.
That's so
Ay, ay,
funny.
ay.
But yeah, getting compliments from the old ladies, that's where it's at. So I
And
don't know,
and
if men
yeah.
wanna know how to compliment women, ask your grandma.
Ask your grandma, and I will say that I have been complimented by a man where it wasn't creepy,
Yes. It's
um,
rare.
and it's rare, and this
And
old
what
man
it
go
is they fucking leave after and they don't want anything from you.
yes, yes,
That's what it is. They don't wanna sit and talk to you. They give you a compliment and then they get the hell out of your face.
yes, and I was in a coffee shop line, and I was wearing a my gardening hat that is UV reflectant brim sun hat.
Love.
The guy turns around and he's like, "Not that you need can I tell you something?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And he was like, "Not that you need it, but you look amazing in that hat."
Oh,
And then he
that's
turned
nice.
around.
Yeah, exactly. And then he turned the fuck around.
Yeah.
Literally, that is what it is. If you want to give men, if you want to give a genuine compliment and you mean it and you really don't want anything from anybody, men or women, you give the compliment and then you get the fuck out of there. Because even when a guy compliments you and then they stand there waiting for the oh my god,
Right, right. You want me to validate you because you said something
gave me a
nice to me,
compliment. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and it's not the
it should be
perception that you're
anonymous.
getting. Yeah.
It should be anonymous.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally, the highest form of a compliment is if your ego wasn't attached to it at all, which is your
Right.
de-identification from the compliment. Your identity is no longer attached to it.
Love. About like divine femininity and divine masculinity and like what giving and receiving looks like. And are women more in tune with compliments, giving better compliments because they are on the receiving end of the creepy compliments, the backhanded compliments.
So we know
So
what
over time,
compliments aren't.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Interesting. Yeah, we know what an authentic compliment is because we've had so many inauthentic compliments
And we
that
know how
come
to
with
make a
tricks.
person feel good when we do give them like if your true intention is to make women feel good with your compliments, you need to learn how to do a better job of doing it, because there are women all over the world, like you said, older ladies who are stopping you in Whole Foods, who are making you feel good about what they're saying about you. And then there are people who are saying compliments that make you feel very uncomfortable, and if you are someone who's making someone feel uncomfortable, you're on the wrong side. You're doing harm.
If we go back and examine the story, both the stories we told, they were both about somebody complimenting our dresses in a way. I mean, your dancing
Yes.
got complimented, but our dresses got complimented, but he talked
It
about your
was about the
body.
dress.
Yes, he
Yeah.
talked about your body, and she
In the
never talked
dress.
about mine ever. She
Yes.
said, "Oh, that dress is beautiful." Like that, like you don't have to you don't have to objectify a woman while you're complimenting her. And
Yes.
if your compliment has objectification in it, it's not a fucking compliment.
And nothing should be, oh, it's 2024. Don't talk about other people's bodies.
Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of the Spider's Web Podcast. You can follow us on TikTok at the Spider's Web Podcast, or you can follow me at Spider Theory or the Soul Vacation at the Soul Vacation. We'll see you next time.